28 outside split.
Mayor, we are on streaming, so Mayor is Mayor. Just so you guys know, we are.
Okay.
We're not sure if he can hear us or not,
I would like to read the words of
or see us.
I can text him.
I can't let you do that. I would
I can hear.
Yeah, Mayor, we're having technical difficulties with the virtual camera. I don't know why it's not working, so I'm working on it.
Wait till the-
That's okay.
Hey, Cole,
I just look at that, you know,
I'm dedicated.
just because I'm not there, it's working for me. I'm making sure that so I think it's probably be appropriate for there just to be a nomination and a vote for an interim mayor. Just for the night, for the bit, whatever, I can see everybody now. But, anyway, that way, somebody present can check the meeting, and I'll just sit back and watch.
How much should we nominate Dustin White? I'll second.
There's not a chair.
Who seconded?
So.
Oh, in favor.
Motion going. We don't have to do them all. Yeah, you're in.
Welcome to our city council meeting. I got a short straw, will chair the meeting. This is a regular scheduled meeting, posted according to Utah law. We will start, how do we say, I don't think prayer for us, and then I'll lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
Our Heavenly Father, we're grateful to meet today. We're grateful for the chance we have to talk and discuss and go over the plans for this city. We're thankful for the chance we have to live in such a great area and the people who we interact with and who represent the city and who work for this city. And we ask that we can do our best to keep all those individuals in mind and make good, sound decisions and be responsible with taxpayers' dollars that we're authorized to spend. And we're grateful for the freedoms that we have, and we're grateful to those who have sacrificed so much to give us those freedoms, and we say things and do some in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Anyone have a chance to look over the minutes?
Issues.
We have a motion to accept minutes.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye. Dustin, can you do a roll call for the record?
Okay. Roll call vote for the minutes.
Or.
Just a roll call for attendance.
Oops. Susan Barkin is gone. Mayor is with us virtually. David Baird, here. Cody Allen.
Here.
Robbie Clower.
Here.
Dustin White is here also. Don Busenbark. We have a few minutes for public comment. Does anybody want to take that opportunity? Up to 3 minutes. Just state your name for the record.
Ms. Murphy, will you go to the podium, please? If you don't mind.
Can you hear me?
usually, I wouldn't probably come here if I didn't need something. So, I own some property next to your Constitution Park. I'd sure like to see a fence on that bottom end across there some kind. If we could get some grants or something to help out to put something there. What we get is all the, right now we're getting joggers, the walkers and stuff that like to walk out and look over the hills and water around. But I'm afraid it might get a little more people there when you start moving your park down. I understand for ball games and stuff like that. So I'd like you to just kind of consider that sometime we ought to try and work together and put a fence up there or something. Now, the other thing I have is I'm still waiting on a water line on Summerall Lane. Ryan was gonna, 6 years ago, when I started a little subdivision with a couple of homes, we was gonna bring a bigger line down. The problem is right now, you can't get a hookup for a home. So how am I gonna make Roosevelt grow more to the west if I can't sell any lots for water? And I think in the future, there's gonna be a lot more lots up around that area, because that's closing into Roosevelt. And if you wait longer, then they come in and they wanna widen the road, and you guys' water line runs along it. It's a good idea to think ahead, maybe, and get your grants and make that water line. I don't think it's over maybe 1.5 miles from South Cove Road down to the 4-way stop. Now, I think the water below there might be okay. I'm not sure that them homes are on. It may have been enlarged when they built that motel. I'm not sure. I know they feed that through behind Moon Lake. I think the city line goes across there. So I put it into the future, if I ever wanted to sell something, I'm kind of hand tied to it. You can't sell nothing because you get no water hookups. And we have the sewer there. All we need is the water connections. We put the sewer in about 5-6 years ago. At that time, they was gonna try and work a deal where they could get a loan and put that water line in. It's something in the future. I'm not saying I need it tomorrow or anything, but next week would be all right. There's one other thing that just came up. You guys, I'm just making you aware of it. Craig Phillips owns the oil well behind Larson's. It's next to Buxton's property, I believe. He's supposed to be trying to get the water rights out of Salt Lake to let him have a well. He wants to drill a well and sell the water back to the oil companies. This well is gonna take enough water that's gonna dry every neighborhood up in the area if he gets that. Everybody in that area now's got a letter into the state proposing it, but I don't know if it's any consideration to you guys that they're gonna do something like that. It would impact the road that you have city in some of that area with these big semis coming in. And I don't know what it does to your water. Ryan might know more about that, if it's gonna suck any out of your areas or not, I don't know. But it's an awful big well. That's all my complaints I got. Is that enough? Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to take a couple minutes for public comment? Seeing none, we'll move on to our action items. Committee appointments, who's gonna? Who's over?
I'll take that for the Mayor Pro Tem. So, just a couple of things to present to the council for appointment. We advertised for the last, how long, Sunshine, probably 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say about 3 weeks.
Yeah, so about 3 weeks, interested. Austin the Turk is one. He actually threw his name in the hat last round, and so we thought it'd be good to, we actually chose somebody instead of him at that point. Asked him to resubmit, he was glad to do so, so, we have his name to present to council tonight. He, appointed to the subcommittee of arts. Committee. And then we had Cody Labor also submit and show interest. And we have an opening on the sports/parks subcommittee that we'd like to appoint him to. And so I would present those names to council for consideration.
Thank you, Mayor. Any discussion?
What was the first guy's name? Austin what? McCook. Okay.
Do we need a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion.
Yes, we can.
I'll second.
Motion by Rowdy and second by Cody. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Let them know they're on.
Will do, thank you. Just for the council's, just for we did have one other one to submit. I'm going to get the information to Sunshine. Let's see, I'm going to get her name wrong, so I better not say it. Jacqueline is the first name, I can't remember 100% the last name, but I'll get that information to Sunshine and be presenting her at the next council meeting. And then we'll only be down one seat in the APR committee to be get fully staffed.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. This resolution, did you have?
Yeah, I'll just go on the record. Mayor, you're the only one I haven't talked with on this. As reviewing this resolution, we did not have our legal meeting today. We had an emergency with our legal counsel, not with the city, with a different matter. And so staff is recommending that we table the resolution until the next meeting. So I found a minor contradiction with the city ordinance that I just think we need to clear up with Grant. So, Mayor, I know this is the first year hearing about it, so staff recommends that we table this till next meeting. Clear up that contradiction.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. One thing that I would point out on this resolution is just to help our staff, particularly Sunshine, in getting the agenda out and everything that's associated with the agenda. It's been previously agreed, so that it won't change. This won't change anything that we've already agreed to, but just a reminder more than anything. We're trying to get all of the materials in for the agenda by Monday, by 5 p.m. Monday. So that gives us about 8 days. But that doesn't allow her to compile everything that following Tuesday and then get the information on the Utah Public Notice website by Tuesday afternoon and maybe even Tuesday evening. But that allows the public and the council to have approximately a week to study that information before the next council meeting. And so that's just one thing that was brought up that we wanted to remind the council and other staff that we're looking to put things on the agenda just to try to follow that timeline so that we can be as transparent as possible.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Do we need a motion to table?
Probably better. Yeah.
Motion to table that discuss the action item 6B resolution 12310.
Second.
Motion by David Baird, second by Rowdy Clower. All in favor? Aye. Table till next meeting. On to number 7, discussion items. Sports complex CID bond. Who's got that?
Mayor, do you want me to update where I have updates on that?
Yeah, if you would, and then I just wanted to, we had talked about this at the last council meeting, and after your updates, then I would just like a consensus from the council. We already talked about accepting that CID bond, realizing, well, I'll go ahead and just say what my concern is. you, Josh, and then I'll turn it over to you. Is that okay?
You bet.
Okay. So my biggest concern, and I think the council's, was just the payment for the CFP bond is a little higher than we anticipated. We had thought it to be around 120,000 a year, and it ended up being 160,000 a year. We did meet, Rowdy was there, and a few of the staff was talked about ways that we could move forward and maybe a little different direction, but still get this project done and hopefully get it done well within budget and hopefully under budget, saving the city quite a bit of money. With that, though, we need to let CIP know whether or not to secure this money. And as we talked, I think in talking with our legal counsel, I think we're totally fine to secure the loan, to secure the money. We don't have to spend it. But it's basically just a fallback. If anything were to happen, we have the money available to finish the project. And so I'm just looking for, again, a consensus from the council to go ahead and sign the paperwork for the bond, realizing that we may not use it. But if we absolutely need to, then it's there for it. Does that sound about right, Josh?
Yes, that's.
Any other questions, concerns?
My update for that is only our bond council, they had to cancel our last meeting. December 13th is as soon as they can meet. They're working with Candace Powers to have her as part of that conversation. So I just want to update you guys that we are still going for meeting with our bond council to get all the paperwork finalized. It's just, it was supposed to be done by now, but they had to reschedule for a lawsuit that they were in, so. Interesting story. But there is progress being made.
Okay, thank you. Purchase orders went around. Any questions about purchase orders? Motion to accept those.
Ryan, do you have anything there? I don't, okay. Ryan?
I'll move to accept purchase orders.
Motion by Cody Allen, second by Rowdy Clower. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Josh, you have a report for us.
Probably the most important city manager report I'll give all year. This Friday, we have our winter party. Games at 5:30, food at 6, raffle at 7. Please come, it's a plus one as well. So, I know it's not super important, but it can be, so. Other than that, we just want to give a shout out. We've got our snow plows out there taking care of our roads. Our police department is, I'm sure the community's heard there was an officer involved shooting. Not our department, but our department was right there supporting, doing the amazing work that they do. So just want to give them a great shout out for all that they do.
Hey, thank you.
Councilman, if I may, also, you'll see on your desks, and we have one for Councilman Busenbark and Mayor Bird. We have some stats printouts from the PD from Lieutenant Tucker. So take a look at those. If there's something different you would like to know, Lieutenant Tucker can do these, but he's going to update us with these reports. So just want to get that in front of you. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Councilman White?
Yes.
So with the consensus to move forward, once we meet with the bond council, work.
Do we need a motion to do that, or?
Technically, no, it's in a discussion item, and we have legal authority. I think you just make sure you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Mayor, we're all in agreement to go ahead.
Okay. And then one other thought, Jones in the Mill is getting the drawings finalized for that, so we can go out and finalize hard bids for that. And so we'll be working on that here in the next little bit as well, trying to see where we're going to come in at as far as numbers go. I've already talked to a couple of contractors, Allreds, their fencing company I visited with, and it sounds, and I think Rocky's talked to the same fencing company if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, it sounds like we're going to get quite a bit of support from the community on this, so I'm pretty excited about it. But, as soon as we get that, drawing back from Georgia Mill, we'll get that out to bid and finalize the bids and get working on that, so by springtime, we're ready to break ground.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Do you have any committee reports? We'll start on your side, Rowdy.
No, nothing from me. No,
Dave,
No, I mean,
either Mayor, you have anything? Committee reports?
The only other thing that I would have is, I did hear from, he's going to be, giving us a memorandum of understanding between Roosevelt City and Dollar City for the shooting range. That'll be coming up on the next meeting, and I'll get that out to the council for your consideration for it, so.
Very good, thank you. Any items for future discussion?
just one thing there, we will have a calendar, council approval at their next council meeting. Just so you're aware, we'll have that. Sunshine's put together a really good calendar
Calendar for next year.
for next year, for all committee meetings, council meetings, holidays, everything. So she's done a great job preparing that. We'll have it for you the next meeting.
Thank you. Anything else? Any reason to go to closed session tonight? I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna let Councilman White share the meeting from now on.
Make the agenda like this one every time and I'd be happy to.